Welcome to our video on the Kawasaki Z1100, one of the big, confident, four-cylinder machines from the early 80s. Today we'll take a look at what makes this model special, where it really shines, which weak points you should be aware of, and who it still makes sense for to buy today. This isn't just about numbers, it's about the whole package: engine character, riding feel, and real-world usability. One detail that instantly puts the Z1100 in context. Depending on the version, it comes with shaft drive, clearly pushing it toward touring and long-distance riding. Less maintenance, more miles. This video is brought to you by Motorize.da, your go-to source for new and used spare parts when you want to turn a classic back into a reliable bike. Bitte sende den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 2. Fehlt nach Original. Dann übersetze ich ihn ins Englische. When Kawasaki put the Z1100 on the road in 1981, it was far more than just another bigger four-cylinder. It carried the Z legacy forward, but with a more modern approach: an air-cooled inline-4, dual overhead camshafts, and 4 valves per cylinder. An unmistakable statement for its time. What really defined it was its place in the lineup. Less uncompromisingly sporty than some of its chain-driven siblings, yet noticeably more geared toward touring. A standout variant was the Z1100 ST with shaft drive, designed with comfort and low maintenance firmly in mind. That philosophy was backed up by classic chassis hardware like a telescopic fork and twin rear shocks, while the twin front disc brakes already delivered stopping power that had to be taken seriously. At the heart of the Kawasaki Z1100 is an air-cooled 1089cc inline-4, fed by 4 carburetors. Twin overhead camshafts and 4 valves per cylinder deliver crisp throttle response and an engine note that speaks more of effortless authority than frantic rush. Depending on version and market, output sits around the 100 horsepower mark, higher still in the sportier variants. Power goes through a 5-speed gearbox, reaching the rear wheel either by chain or on the ST via shaft drive. Up front, there's a conventional telescopic fork with twin shocks at the rear, while braking is handled by dual discs up front and a single disc at the back. Ready to ride, the Z1100 tips the scales at roughly 1/4 of a ton. Visually, the Z1100 is a bullseye for early 80s fans. Long and low, cleanly styled, with plenty of engine on display, and a presence that doesn't need any bodywork to make an impression. A defining feature is the big, angular tank, around 24 liters, which dominates the silhouette and instantly makes the bike feel full size. Depending on year and market, you'll find cast wheels in the period's signature look, plus a chrome 4x2 exhaust system that visually lengthens the rear. Ergonomics are relaxed. Wide handlebars, a mildly forward-leaning upper body, and a generously padded seat that's happy to take on longer stints. At a standstill, it looks hefty, but the weight is carried neutrally, more steady than twitchy, more laid back than aggressive. Bitte sende den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 8. Fehlt nach Original, dann übersetze ich ihn ins Englische. On the road, the Kawasaki Z1100 delivers exactly the character you'd expect from a big four-cylinder of its era. Smooth running, strong pull from low revs, and an effortless cruising pace. The 1089cc engine drives cleanly through the range without you constantly having to rev it out. In town, the well-modulated clutch makes things easy, but when maneuvering at low speed, the ready-to-ride weight of around 250 kilos reminds you this is a true big bike. Out on country roads, it shines with stability. The 19-inch front wheel and long wheelbase inspire confidence, though quick direction changes take a firm push on the bars. The twin front discs are dependable but lack the bite of modern setups. Wind protection? Pretty much none is standard. Bitte sende den deutschen Voice-Over-Text für Szene 10. Fehlt nach Original. Dann übersetze ich ihn ins Englische.